Tonight we'll put those issues at the heart of the conversation to the governorship candidate of the African Democratic Congress in Osun State, Mr. Najim Salaam, who is live for us in Osogbo, the capital of Osun State. Mr. Salaam, it's a pleasure having you join us on the program tonight.
Oh, nice meeting you, Sheon.
Nice meeting you, Sheon.
Yeah.
Let me get your view. You are seen as a third leg in the race, which means that those who believe that there is the top contenders, you fall into that bracket. But you are being seen as a third leg, as a challenger, yes, but as a third leg. What do you make of that characterization and profiling?
Yes, people that are not living in Osun can do that kind of characterization. People in Osun know where they are going, and I'm telling you right away that I'm the candidate to beat. I'm ready to win this election, and the people of Osun have shown that they are going with us. So I don't know where
let's forget about
yeah.
Dr. Salaam, if I may jump in, you have repeatedly rejected suggestions that you could withdraw for another candidate. You said you are in the race. You said emphatically that you are in this election to win it. But Osun politics has historically been dominated by the structure that became today's major blocks, while ADC is trying to establish itself as the alternative. There are those who say there isn't any major structure of the ADC in the state. Dr. Salaam, forget the rallies, forget the party loyalists for a moment. When you speak privately to ordinary people in Osogbo, in Ilesha, in Ile-Ife, in Ede, in Ikirun, and in the rural areas of Osun State, what evidence do you have that is genuinely a three-way race and not ultimately a battle between Adeleke's accord structure and the APC, where precisely are your winning votes going to come from?
Sure, it is the people that build the party, not other way around. And some of us that have been in this ADC as a political party, we've been in the political terrain for long. We know what the structure of the party means, and we know how to go about it. We've been doing this for years. Those that belong to other people that you are seeing, they are learning from us. When generals are playing the game, others will be looking at it. We know the game and we play it the right way. We're going to win this election. I've moved around the state, I've talked to the people, the traditional rulers, the market women, and I know what they want. They prevail us to the two parties that you mentioned, because of the ideas that you are bringing into the system.
Give me the numbers, Dr. Salaam. Give me the numbers. Which senatorial district do you expect to win, and where is ADC currently ahead? Where would you say you're standing ahead? Give me the numbers. Where are you hoping to win? Which local government? Which area? Is it in Ilesha? Is it in Ikirun? Is it in Ede? Is it in Osogbo? I'm mentioning places in Osun State that holds the vote in a governorship election.
Yeah, this election, and it requires strategy. When you are going to election like this, you don't disclose your strategy. Not even this time of the vote buying. If I mention some local government to you today, I know tomorrow money will exchange hands. For you to know that I'm ready, I want to tell you that some people want me, and I'm ready. I can tell you, boldly tell you that there's no local government that I'm not determined to win. I'm ready to win all the local government that we have in the state, and I prepare for that, and I work for that. So I'm not going to relay my strategy to the opponent for them to lay ambush for me. So keep on watching. Few days to go, and the result will be known to the whole world.
So you think that you can defeat Adeleke? You think that you can come ahead of Ambo, the APC candidate? That's what you believe?
Politically speaking, they are my juniors in politics. Forget about the position of the party that they all belong to. We know people that know, we know the people that can really play the game. And they said no, that this is the senior when it comes to the real game of it. Politics, if it's come to the fairness, and we have a clean, perfect, level playing ground, there's no way they can beat me. I can beat my chest to that. And I'm telling you, wait for Saturday, you will see the result of the election.
Now, give me an idea, Dr. Salaam. Your opponents will say that Najim Salaam is simply Rauf Aregbesolah's candidate. So let me ask you directly tonight, Dr. Salaam. Are you your own man? If Governor Salaam takes a decision tomorrow, if you become the governor, that Rauf Aregbesolah strongly opposes, whose judgment prevails, yours or his?
Just because I know that people are very myopic in their thinking. Moving around the state, the local government and the traditional rulers, I've been doing this all alone by myself, without Rauf Aregbesolah, to let people know my worth, that I know what I want and I know what I want to do in the government. Ogbeni Aregbesolah joined this campaign not quite long, like I can say like 3 or 4 times that he joined us. So on my own I can stand. I read political science in the university, up to the level of PhD level. I know what it means, and I've been in this political thing I started from grassroots. As a supervisory councillor in the local government, I was in the House of Assembly, and another time I was there as a Speaker of the House of Assembly. So I know the war, I know the job. Yes, the fact that I belong to the same party that Rauf is does not make me to be a dullard. Does not tell me that I shouldn't do things my own way. And of course, Rauf, whoever that knows Rauf should know that is a person that leave you to your own thing. You go your own way, your own decision, do it the way you want it. He doesn't dictate for anybody. I've worked with him and I know the kind of person he is. And almost everybody in the state know him. He do his own thing the right way. If you are not in the Rauf Aregbesolah party, definitely you will be with another person in another party. Be with Rauf, I'm proud of you to be with him, because he is the man that wants progress for the state of Osun. I'm not regretting that, but I'm saying that I'm a man and I know what I'm doing. With my age, with my level of education and exposure, I know the right thing to do at the right time. Not waiting for direction or direction from anybody. I have a very clear objective for what I want to do in government, and that is why I have a 10-point developmental agenda. If somebody that knows its worth will come out with the agenda of what you want to do in the government when you are there. Not that somebody will dictate to you. I have it all over. People have it around. 10-point developmental agenda that will lay my hands on when I have the opportunity of serving.
Dr. Najim, let me ask you.
Ask me.
In the Aregbesolah's 8 years of being governor of Osun State, can you tell us one policy of that Aregbesolah government you believe was wrong and which you would not repeat?
Well, with government, you make policy for the people, and based on your own perception of it, when you make the policy, people may react to it. 2, there may be some other indices that determine what comes at a particular point in time. I will tell you of a thing that people are tagged Aregbesolah to be Baba Hausa of a thing. Yes, Baba Hausa is not his own personal making. It is as a result of the circumstances that we have there. I will make sure that we do not have a situation where the workers or anybody will use that to color me, to link me up with Rauf Aregbesolah. The welfare of the workers and the retired people of the state is my priority and will be my priority.
The reason why I'm asking this question is that there are those who are die-hard fan and supporters of Rauf Aregbesolah, that you are aligned with Rauf Aregbesolah is the reason why they would vote for you. There are those who do not agree with Rauf Aregbesolah, who think that there are some policies during the Rauf Aregbesolah days that they detest and they do not think that are right. And we know Rauf Aregbesolah is someone whatever he believes in it, he stands with it and he defends it. And that's the reason why I wanted to know whether you are your own man and Rauf Aregbesola is not going to be the third term of Rauf Aregbesola.
No, Shehu, listen. Some people will, because of Aregbesola, vote for me, right? Correct. Some will, because of him, not vote for me. I have my own quality as well. I've been in government, I've been in the state, and people know me. People know my behavior. They know my character. They know who Dr. Najim Folasayo Salaam is in Osun. So I will have an added advantage being the friends, colleagues of Ogbeni Rauf Aregbesola, not other way around. I have my own born quality that qualify me to be the governor of the state on my own. So I will be a man. I'm a man of myself and a man of myself. People that knows me, of course. You are a journalist and you are doing the interview from afar. But people that live around it also, they know me and I know what I stand for. Whatever I believe in, I stand for it.
You know that, Dr. Salam, you know that I know you very well. As a former speaker of and this is not your first time of wanting to become governor of Osun State. So I know pretty much who you are. I know your antecedent and I know your profile just a bit. But you present yourself today as the alternative to the political establishment. You see yourself as an outsider. That's how you want people to see you, as an alternative to what is presently going on in the state. But you were Speaker of the House of Assembly under the APC administration. You were at the center of power, not on the outside. So when you criticize the condition of Osun State today, how much responsibility do you personally accept for decisions taken during the years when you were one of the state's most powerful political stakeholders?
Thank you very much. I'm not just only an alternative. I'm the credible alternative that also people are waiting for. I have that credibility and the quality to be the governor of the state. While serving as the Speaker of the House, I did all that within my capacity to make sure Osun State develop. And that is why we have all those achievements, because nothing passes the table of the governor without running through the system of the House of Assembly as a time of budgetary provision, of which I have my own involvement deeply in it, criticizing it. When you have the budget, before you bring it out budget, you correct things that you think they are not good, or things that you think that will not go the people's way. And that is why we are at the House to correct that, to do that. I've done that. And that is why we have a very peaceful, the most peaceful government in Osun as at that time. And that is why we can lay our hand on the legacy laid by Ogbeni Rauf Aregbesola that is yet to beat. Nobody has yet to beat that record of Rauf Aregbesola in the state of Osun State.
All right, let me ask you. You have unveiled 10-point developmental agenda. That's what you are committing to the people of Osun State. Am I right? You said, and it's talking about several
with all sincerity.
Sectors.
With all sincerity.
You have talked about healthcare, security, and other development priorities. But a lot of politicking and slogan dropping goes on during campaigns, which really goes above the head of the average voter. Will drop numbers, drop figures, policy statements that really do not meet the reality and the plight of the average person. I would like you this evening to talk to the reality. You are one speaker, so you can tell what policy directly affects the grassroots person. Every candidate in this race, they promise better healthcare, better education, better agriculture, better roads, better security, more jobs. The difficult question is financing. Osun State is one of the most hit states when it comes to financing several years ago. And there are those who will say things may have changed. How much will your 10-point agenda, Dr. Najim, will cost you in your first 4 years if you will become the governor? What is Osun's realistic revenue capacity? And I want to hear the figure realistically and how this will directly impact your promises that you are making. Will you abandon it if the money is not simply there?
Yeah, too many questions in one bit here. let me start by saying that, yes, politicians will come out and say different things at a different time, that they will do this and that. I think why most of them fail because they do not have the fear of God. I have the fear of God, and I want my names to be boldly written in gold as an achiever. I want the integrity to continue forever for me and my generation yet unborn. So all the program was codified. I put it in black and white, and I distributed it across the state for people to have it, to see it. And I asked them to hold it and ask me question. If I've given the power to rule the state, any of this one that I'm not doing, they should call my attention, they should call me and call me whatever names they want to call me. Whether that's very serious, the clarity of purpose, clarity of objective, determine the sources of any project. I have a very clear objective of what I'm going to do without interruption, and that shows the difference between me and others. And that shows that I am a man that...
question here, fundamentally...
I will go to it. I said your question that you...
Where is the money? Your manifesto sounds good. Your manifesto may have been put together by someone in Harvard, but does it meet the aspiration of the average Osun person? The man
somebody in Harvard may not know what your people or some people need.
That is the point I'm making. Where is the money? Give us the figure.
Yes.
What are the
money?
What is the revenue? How are you hoping to generate more money? What monies will go? What are your percentages to go in your budget to education, to health? What exactly? Give us the numbers, so specifically.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. The access code to the governance has not been given to me directly. There are things that I can say. There are things that I may not say for now. But I'm telling you that even the money that we have in the states now is even enough to develop most of these things that you can see if one is very, very focusing. Now, rightly, we are having not less than 13 billion on monthly for the state. But there are things that I want to introduce that will gear up our IGR. And by that, I will have more money. Investor will be in my state. And when we have an investor, definitely there will be money in circulation, there will be money for government. One, electricity. You know, as a matter of fact, that in Nigeria of today, since 2023, the National Assembly, by law, we have the right, the states have the rights now to generate electricity by themselves and do a lot of other things. I promise the people of the state that I'm giving them 24/7 electricity. And I want to assure you that if you can have this alone, definitely also economy will turn around. And definitely the IGR of the state will increase. Agriculture, I'm a farmer. Agriculture on its own, if it is well, if the government focus on it more, on its own it can generate the money that government needs to run the power, the system, without even waiting for the federal allocation. And I know the area to go. I've been in the system, I know what is the gap that I need to fill. And that is the essence of coming out. If not that, I will leave people to be doing it the same way they have been doing it. Because I know the gap and I'm ready to fill in the gap, that is why I'm coming in to fill in the gap. Yes, specifically, I will not give you figures. I will not give you figures, but what I can tell you is this: I know I've had a plan. I have my strategic plan of how to make things work even without the federal allocation. That is a strategy that I will keep to myself. When the time comes, I will think I will expose it to the majority of the people.
So you promise electricity, stable electricity. Can a governor actually deliver that? How do you want to make that happen? There is just an aspect of power generation that is now unbundled for state to be able to take advantage of.
So it is not only a promise, it is things that will come to reality. It is not only Osun State that we have it. I read of sometimes a few days ago about Yobe. Something like this has come up. Abia State have been doing something like this. Some other few, Niger State have been doing something like this. And it is possible task. And I've gone far in looking for ways to do it. I have my will of doing it. Without doing this, I wouldn't come out and say it boldly that electricity is doable. We can do it. And I'm ready to do it for the state. And that will turn around the economy of the state for better living and development.
So now, and I'd like to ask you a bit of an emotional question to the people of Osun State. There is a solid evidentiary foundation. Federal mining records show an active gold mining lease in Atakumasa West covering about 11.65 million square meters. Dr. Najim, if you talk about gold beneath Osun State and the poverty above it, there is gold beneath the feet of the people, but a lot of them are living in abject poverty. There is illegal mining going on in Osun State, and they are mining those gold, mining those mineral resources right above the heads of the people of the state. What would you do if you become governor of Osun State? How would you tackle this? How would you make Atakumasa money be Osun State people's money? How would the people benefit? What would you do?
Thank you, Shehu. Yes, I said this earlier on. It is not everything that you say on the TV today, because this is a contest. And I know that for whatever decision you want to take, definitely it may affect some set of people as well, helping some other set of people. One needs to be careful. I need everybody's vote. I have my own idea of how to handle that place. In fact, I was in Naiperido, I was in Atakumasa East. I look around and I see things for myself, and I see how this can develop that area without even the intervention of the involvement of the government. I've discussed with the traditional ruler in that area, and they know the way to go about it. When I have the leadership, when I have the power to, I become the governor of the state, she'll be rest assured, and the people of Osun will be rest assured that will transform that area. They will benefit more from it, and that will be additional IGR for the state.
I'm worried though. Osun State government says the state owns 19 mineral titles and licenses, including 12 for gold. They describe mining as a major investment opportunity. Yet, there are a lot of those who will say, show me where the gold money is to the household income of the average resident of Atakumasa, or even the generality of Osun State. And I'd like you to tell us, in terms of vivid explanation of how the policy and the investment that the state has put into these areas. And you can mention several mineral resources that you can find in Osun State. But the average person is not benefiting. The market woman, the farmer in Osun State, they see this thing being flown over them. It's causing insecurity in some ways. It's causing violence in some of the areas. Environmental issue is there. The people are suffering, but there's a lot of money under their feet. What would you, Dr. Najim, do to ensure that Osun money, based on the investment Osun State said he has had, how much money, for example, do you think this can bring? And what would you do directly to ensure that this money gets into the hands of the peasants, of the poor in Osun State?
Thank you very much, Seun. I've mentioned this several times. You want to push me to that level, and I'm not going that direction. I said it. I know. I've been there by myself. I know the area you are talking about, and I know what we need to do as a government. One, to improve the living condition of the people living in that area. Two, to even improve the IGR of the state. I know what to do. How long? You talk about several other mineral resources. When last did we do the auditing of the mineral resources that we have in the state? When last did we do that? There might even be discovery.
The point I'm making is this, Dr. Najim, is the fact that you remember the Second Republic, the Awolowos of this world, they typify the income and the revenue of their region to certain area, and you could say that the Western region was known for free education and a lot of things that a lot of people who benefit. Those who schooled in the Second Republic can tell you this was the benefit of what was gained in that region. And I'm not saying to you tonight, and I want you to be specific. What would you use such resources? Is it going to be
very well?
What would the state be known for under you if you become governor?
Very well, very well. The area that are directly involved or concerned has to benefit in a very big way platform, because that we got the resources, we got the agile from there, definitely they're going to benefit from it. But for the state too, it will help us do some other. For the gold, let me say, for be specific now, let's talk about the gold. What stops us from having a processing company in Osun, whereby they process the raw gold that they extract from the ground and turn it to other things, create employment for the people of the area in particular, and develop their areas? They have to benefit from it. There are a lot of things that we need to do in that area. I've looked around, I've studied it, and I know it. But I told you, as a policy, when you are coming up with a policy, definitely, a policy will go these two directions. For people that are more beneficial to it, people that are benefiting from it, that want to go against their will, that is not too good for election. When we are going to the election, you don't talk much about that policy, so that you not be tagged as an enemy of somebody. That is what I'm saying.
Dr. Najim, all
yes,
these
sir.
promises that you have made, if you fail in it, are you saying tonight that the people of Osun State should not give you another chance?
To God who made me, to the glory of God, I put God before it, in between and at the back. I will not fail the people of Osun State. This is a government that the people of Osun State will appreciate, and they will forever remember that somebody served as a governor of the state, and the person is Dr. Najim Salaam. I will improve a lot of things, the welfare of the people, infrastructure, jobs and opportunity will be created, women will be support, and widow will take care of vulnerable families. The aged that are called the senior citizens elsewhere will be taken good care of. I promise to God with me that some people will not regret voting for ADC, voting for Iwaloye.
If you lose this election, would you congratulate the winner?
Well, I don't expect myself. I don't see the failure coming. I see success all the way. Success all the way, success all the way, success all the way, because the people that are going to vote are not the crowd that you are seeing at the rally. People that the highlights of the state know the direction they want to go. They know somebody that have been talking about the program he has for the state. They know the party that have been so peaceful, no crisis, not since I started my campaign, I did not even use any hate speech on anybody. No violence. You go all our way, and that is why, they call us Adeleke.
Tonight. I appreciate it. I wish you the very best, and I wish you luck on Saturday, the 15th of August. Thanks so much for your time tonight.
The other party will come and congratulate me. Thank you very much. I appreciate you.
Thank you. We're going to
Thank you very much.
And when we come back, spokesperson of the House of Representatives will be joining us. Is the National Assembly a rubber stamp in a situation where the issues of policy, laws that are being made is not commensurate to the plight and the yearnings of the average person? Is it a failure of the National Assembly or what? We'll be asking a question from the lawmaker after this break.